New regulations took away grains and added veggies and fruits to students' lunch trays. It can be pretty intimidating to give blood for the first time, but as I found out today, it only hurts for a second, but the benefits last a lifetime. On this episode of Bronco News Now, we take a look at what all the dogs are barking about. Hastings native, the Kool-Aid Man, will attend and will take the honor of lighting the lights. People turned out for the lighting of the campus in typical fashion, but when you take a look across the road, some people were left wondering, where are all the lights? The sights and sounds of the Defenders of Freedom Air Force show were missing from Offutt Air Force Base. But on Friday, some very special guests got a sneak preview of what you'll see this weekend. Broncall's basement has been opened up to include a new kitchen, and that's just the half of it. The 103rd State Legislature is kicking off its second session, and while it may be short, there's a lot to get done. Pete Ricketts won the closest gubernatorial race in years. Hunger and Homelessness Awareness Week is the biggest service event that happens on campus. There'll be plenty of time for rebuilding tomorrow. But for today, the people of Pilger are taking a break to come together for Pilger Days.
It's really uplifting. It's been great. It's nice to see the community come back together, and we're really excited to get things rolling again.
Barely a month after twin tornadoes destroyed much of the town, Pilger Days was held on schedule today. Longtime residents and people from surrounding communities spent the day competing in a mud volleyball tournament, playing games, and barbecuing in the park.
That's a sandwich right there.
Several fundraisers were set up too, but none were as unique as Sheriff Mike Unger's idea.
For the privilege of tasing Sheriff Unger, the bid is $175.
For the right price, someone would be able to say, "I shot the sheriff."
People would think I'm crazy to those that probably are happy and going to enjoy seeing this done.
My buddy over here, brother-in-law Mark Mueller, would love to tase him.
And as the highest bidder, Mueller did earn his chance.
You know, actually, for those 5 seconds, you feel like you're dying.
Despite saying the jolt felt worse than those in his training, Sheriff Unger also said the next few days of soreness will be worth it because over $1,000 were raised. It's a simple process. Grab a milk, a juice or piece of fruit, and an entree. That's it. Breakfast is served at Walnut Middle School.
Every child has to walk by the breakfast, and you can say no or you can pick as long as you get 3 items.
These 3 balanced items might not seem like much, but the students and staff can't say enough about their benefits.
It helps you get energy for the rest of the day.
Honestly, it's the best thing I've ever seen. I only wish that we had that when we were kids.
The Grab and Go breakfast program started back in 2012 with lunch because new regulations took away grains and added veggies and fruits to students' lunch trays. But some students still weren't getting full.
And these kids would look at us. They were obviously hungry. And it was really difficult.
Almost 90% of Walnut students qualify for free and reduced lunches, making the school an ideal candidate for the Universal Free Breakfast program.
Really, our school was a spot-on match, and so we began having that conversation, and then decided that a universal free breakfast program that was a grab-and-go breakfast program where we ate in our classrooms was going to be the answer.
Now, a year into the program, it takes about 7 minutes to serve breakfast, and the school has seen both higher attendance and test scores.
As we see the results and we see how kids are improving every day, I'm more and more convinced that it was not only just the right thing to do, it's probably the most important thing we could have done for them.
Foley hopes that this success will show surrounding schools that breakfast really should be regarded as the most important meal of the day.
They're amazing and delicious.
For HC Media, I'm Lauren Sawyer.
Talking, and then he turned around with...
It's nights together, like this one, that the Vertons wouldn't trade for anything. But the community is probably more familiar with seeing them on the news or at events to raise awareness for Duchenne muscular dystrophy. 3 of their 6 children, Max, Rowan, and Charlie, inherited the disease. But they've got another message to share, taking life day by day. Now that's one part out of necessity, because with 6 children, they're busy.
I mean, they're doing Legos. They take piano lessons, Boy Scouts. Just, I mean, lots of community activities really involved in our parish.
The other part is a commitment to focus not on the disease, but the joys of each day.
You know, they're just little boys, and we're really just relishing that they have that and enjoying that.
I am half Iron Man.
I think we've probably learned to live a little bit looser, a little bit not so uptight and thinking everything has to be perfect, everything has to be this way or that way, and just enjoy the small things in life, like a beautiful November day that the kids can go outside and play.
For HC Media, I'm Lauren Sawyer.